Oh ship.
Ship.
Oh, ship.
I've been selling trading cards on eBay for almost 2 years now.
Collecting cards is expensive, so I have to sell cards to get cards that I want. So right now I sell Pokemon cards, NBA cards, and football cards, all to build my own collection.
I collect baseball cards. I love collecting high-end, low-end, everything in between. A true collector doesn't just buy the expensive stuff, and that's where eBay offers so many great selling options.
The great thing about eBay Standard Envelope is no matter what card you're selling nowadays, you'll be able to turn a profit. In the past, I'm a Billy Butler collector, and if you're buying Billy Butler singles, you are paying maybe 50 cents for this card and $5 for shipping. With eBay Standard Envelope, you are now able to get the Billy Butler card for 50 cents for the card and maybe $1 for shipping.
This card you can see is in a top loader. That's just called that because you insert the card in through the top. It's more of a rigid plastic sleeve that the cards can be moved around in, but also taken out of. It's just a really good way of preserving cards. You could also use something like a card saver that I showed. This is a little bit larger and a little bit sturdier. It's really good for transit to use card savers.
Anything under $20 will go in one of these. If it's over $20 or if it's in a slab, then ship it in a bubble mailer.
Another pro about eBay Standard Envelope is you're able to send multiple cards valued up to a combined $50. That's the case as long as no individual card is worth over the max $20 limit.
So I started using Standard Envelope the week it came out.
So I started doing it pretty much right away once it became announced. I was shipping singles with just a stamp in the past, and as I mentioned, all you could do was mark it as shipped. And that's a little daunting because you have no way of verifying that anything was delivered. And if the buyer ever opened up a claim saying that something wasn't delivered, you have no recourse. One of the fears that I had before shipping with eBay Standard Envelope was not being able to actually track your cards in transit. So one of the big things and benefits of the Standard Envelope was the fact that you do have a tracking label assigned to each order.
With the eBay Standard Envelope, there's 3 different tiers. You have an ounce, you have 2 ounces, and you have 3 ounces. Each tier gets progressively more expensive, with the most expensive, the 3 ounce, as long as you're below that weight, being around $1.
The smallest you can use is 3.5 by 5 inches, similar to this envelope right here. And the largest you can use is 6.125 inches by 11.5 inches. They all need to be less than 1/4 inch thick because this will make it so it can go through the USPS without getting in the way. And it has to be less than 3 ounces.
You can send 3 to 4 cards inside a single top loader or card saver with the eBay Standard Envelope.
Another great feature about the eBay Standard Envelope is the fact that it has tracking. For years, collectors have been sending cards and envelopes just like this as we're trying to complete sets. But finally, there's a method where it's reliable and protected by eBay. You can make sure the card gets to the buyer. They can't pretend they didn't receive it and file a claim. This is the first method that's been provided for plain white envelope sending, as we call them in sports cards with plain white envelopes, but it will make sure that the buyer and the seller are protected.
I almost always just go and drop them off in collection bins, and I don't get a receipt or even like an acceptance scan right away.
eBay will tell you when it's shipped and when it's delivered.
Before eBay Standard Envelope, it was a lot harder to make money off those cheaper cards.
That's why eBay Standard Envelope as a seller and a buyer can be really important, because there are people like me who are chasing these cards, but they only want to pay $2 for the card plus 90 cents for shipping. This was only possible thanks to the eBay Standard Envelope and the ability to purchase the entire set outright.
Using Standard Envelope lowers the cost of shipping.